Welcome back, everyone. We are once again in Ultimate General's Civil War. We just fought the Battle of Culp's Hill, which I shouldn't say the battle, it was part of the Gettysburg battle, which is what we're playing now. And this looks to be, guess what? It's Culp's Hill. We will be getting reinforcements. I have been informed between rounds, which is great. And hopefully we got some supplies. Yep, we got resupplied too. So we're going to be rolling out some supplies. We got our commander buffing morale. Move this commander down so he can begin buffing this morale. And we got troops down in these works here. Not really that important at the moment, but they might become important later in the battle. So for the time being, we will just continue to occupy our defensive position while the enemy attempts to whittle us down. It's not going to be a very good fight for them, I can tell you that to begin with. So we're going to go ahead and speed up time because nothing is happening. When I say nothing is happening, I mean the enemy is attacking a very strong position. Yes, they have cover, but they need to have more troops than they have if they want to be able to pull me out of that position. Right now, I don't believe... Actually, I see a problem. Let me slow down time. Now, here's what I want to do. I'm going to pull Andrews forward. And as Andrews moves forward, I'm going to grab Siegfried. Just as Andrews gets to his point, what I'm going to do is pull 4 Siegfried back and throw Andrews into that position. Now Siegfried got rear flanked. I couldn't figure out a better way to do that. Maybe I should have ordered him to retreat. Now grab Siegfried and order him into this secondary line. He's been beaten up so badly already. Now they've sent skirmishers down to deal with these units. Not really a good idea. I mean, they're not going to be able to drive them out, but they do fix them in place, which might be the objective that they're after. If they're smart, they're going to use them to fix our troops in place. Now, let's see. How's McCord doing? I am going to move McCord a little closer to the lines, simply so he will be able to get a little bit of a morale buff. While he's not fighting, he might as well be getting his morale buffed. Now, how are you doing, guys? Okay, they are charging with Stuart. As Stuart charges, we see the grape shot going down, raking the enemy with fire. That's coming from Meagher, who has 6-pounders. Poe, which I believe has 20-pound parrots. Yep. 20-pound rifled parrots. Not really a good close-range weapon, but you know what? We're also losing a considerable amount of troops, so I'm going to move him back. He's a long-range gun anyway. Let's see, Meagher here. 6-pounders, I already said that. Let's see, what else we got? We got Sullivan, who again has 6-pound fielders. We've captured so many of those at one of the battles that I just kind of spammed those units for a while because they were cheap. Kind of hate to say that, but that was what happened. I needed more artillery, and that was what we had available. Stuart was driven back. Mahone, let's see how you're doing. Okay, they've lost their commander. They're in terrible condition. I'm going to go ahead and grab Sullivan. Poor Sullivan, move him up there. Get Bidwell up here and get Preston up here. They can at least maybe be firing a few volleys. They're probably going to shift and do that little shuffle thing they do when they don't have a good line to fire on. My reserves have arrived. Fantastic. And as you can see, Ransom has arrived with, I believe, the 4th or 5th Corps. Not sure exactly which one it is. Might be 3rd Corps. Anyway, our objective is to hold Culp's Hill. Yeah, look at it. We got enough troops to do that. We already had enough troops to hold it. I'll go ahead and send my guys up onto this fort. And Williams, I'm going to order him to assist along with Cook in trying to drive out some of these skirmishers. Naylor's been getting kind of beaten to death, so let's let 2 of the new units get some fighting in. Sure, they've got some new recruits who just are itching to get into the fight. Okay, wait. We've got an actual problem has developed. Sullivan, get onto the line. Perrin has been killed. Bidwell will form up here. Sullivan, not the best unit as far as size goes because they're really, really low on troops. Alright, guys. Andrews broke. Okay, look. Okay, McCord, form up here. Fitzhugh Lee's cavalry has been spotted. Oh boy. Gonna order this unit to... No. I don't want you to attack. I want you to move up there. Move Ransom over here. Yeah, Andrews has reformed. Now, some of these units have had much higher casualty rates than what Andrew has. So I hate it when a unit that hasn't lost that many troops begins retreating. Now, do you see what I'm going to do? I'm going to move my troops around here and see if I can kind of whittle them down. But first, we do need to try to destroy some of their skirmishers. We have 1 minute and 55 minutes on the mission timer. Every time I read it off, it changes. I mean, I know clocks change, but it likes to change within seconds of me saying what time it was. It gets really annoying. Oh, wait. Artillery. Form here. Now, Haas, get there. Preston's in fair. What are you doing? Get back here, guys. You've lost enough, guys. It's not worth it for you guys to be wasting your time. Shaw, get up there. Shaw, I'm gonna send around this way. Nelson and Whiting are gonna deal with these two units. Now, all three of you, why don't you focus fire on one unit for a while? And Milroy, let's do some fun. You're gonna ride around this. Do I have more cavalry? Do I have more cavalry? I do not have more cavalry. Yeah, and so we've got plenty of morale. In fact, we have so many troops. All right. Well, Kirk is going in the line. Sullivan is a weak unit, so I'm not complaining. I wasn't being mean. He's been beaten up because he did some really good fighting for us earlier. Williams is going to deal with this. Cook, cross the river. The cavalry is going to do this. Cavalry is going to move up and hit the supplies. This will be revenge for what happened last night when they tried to take our supplies. We wound up losing 2 officers trying to recover them. I don't think that was a fair trade. However, making sure our men had ammo today was worth it. Maybe. I hope so. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Let's see. They're still not doing really anything. They're moving cavalry up the mountain, sorry, I keep saying it wrong. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Oh, they see the cavalry coming, so I'll ride around behind them. Let's deal with the skirmishers. Let's see what we can do. I think if we charge them, we won't capture them. We'll just break them. All right, they're gonna ride down the mountain through the woods and see if we can take this. No, you know what? They're not. What have you guys got? Ooh, they're charging. They're the type that charge. Alright, we won't be able to capture him, unfortunately, but I will be able to possibly kill him. Destroy their ability to boost morale, hopefully for the rest of the battle with him. Come on, guys. I'm going to turn off the charge because that obviously did not help. Maybe if they fire a few volleys. We're running the commander off. Let's see if there's anything going on up here that we need to worry about. Not really. Let's go back to the fun part. Oh, we killed that. Let's go get the supplies. So we've killed one of their commanders. If we take their supplies, we have 1 minute and 20 minutes on the clock. So if we remove their supplies from the battle, That's a permanent, hopefully a permanent defeat on this portion. I mean, I think they get reinforced with whatever we take. They just take it back at the end of the game. But, I mean, even with that... Okay, they're going to try to take my supplies. I understand. That's what I would do. Fire and run. Okay, Milroy lost too many troops that time, but if we can get... Alright. How do I get him to run? There's no way to get him to run. With Milroy breaking, hopefully he'll run away and we'll be okay, but crossing the river is causing us problems. We're going to lose the supplies again, but very briefly, we had their supplies, and it is important to note that we did kill their commander. We have 1 hour and 11 minutes on the clock. Sorry, I just keep remembering to look up there and see how time is going. Okay, we crossed the river. Shall we give them a surprise? Yes, we should. This unit will march. Force march. Move it. You can charge across the river against a skirmish unit. It's kind of a waste, but you know what? I am tired of dealing with them, and I want to get those supplies. Now it's time to use the cavalry to see if we can slow them down again. Now, let's get back to the actual battle. We can see that the enemy is really hurting for ammo. Okay, we also see that Mumford's cavalry has come up. And for some reason, Williams is the one that's breaking, not the skirmishers. Okay, fire and run away. Actually, you know what? Just run away now. He caused them to slow down, and now this infantry unit that is marching here will be able to hopefully intercept the supplies. Now, Naylor will continue to deal with these skirmishers as Cook moves forward. We've routed a unit there. Not too much happening over here because it's such a strong defensive position. Attacking it was not a good tactic. But unfortunately for them, the enemy does continue to do tactics that do not make any sense whatsoever. I'm going to go ahead and speed up time because the most interesting thing happening at the moment is our supplies are not escaping the way I told them to. Those are our captured supplies. Now, hopefully Williams will fall back. How's Kirk doing? All right, see, this is the problem with defensive works. Why is Kirk, who is in defensive work, getting so many deaths? I mean, is that good? Is that bad? I'm not exactly sure, but I feel like he should get fewer deaths for what he is, because he's in that defensive position. Now, that could be offset, possibly, because the enemy may also be in defensive positions, such as O'Neill here. But I don't see any of these units being in defensive positions against Kirk. And let's take a look at Haas. Again, why so many deaths to the killed? I mean, he has Springfields. I mean, he's got good rifles. What about Kirk? Again, even better rifles. I think those are better rifles. So, I mean, what is going on? I mean, these guys are not in a defensive position, have worse, they have worse cover. See, technically 100% cover. 38%. Now, admittedly, they were not taking an attack quite the same way. But even with that, I mean, look. Very few deaths. High kill rates. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Now, Cook, let's see about him. Good rifle. Pretty good kills. I mean, no defensive. I mean, it just doesn't. I'm almost getting to the point that I don't believe putting your troops in defensive positions is even worth it. I really don't believe that it is. I'm going to move Cook this way. The main reason is I can suddenly appear with troops behind them, and that, while it may not, it's not even a threat really, it's just one unit, but it might make them wonder what else is there. And if that was a human player, at least, they would begin having to shift troops because they could be afraid I'm going to cross behind them and hit them. Now, if I was playing a human player, I would probably try these sorts of things to try to scare them. However, there are some other issues you have to take into account when you do these sorts of things. I mean, I really have no reason to worry about protecting this hill because the way the enemy is attacking. Now, a human player would come up with a good tactic. There's a chance that they would come up with a fantastic tactic to win. But the computer's going to continue playing the way it's been playing. So I really don't even have to worry about holding this position anymore. And my cavalry, we can just run them out wherever we want. And this one unit moving here and advancing down, we're being very aggressive, and we really don't even need to be, but I'm still doing it because why not? There's a chance to attack the enemy, a chance to wear them down, whittle them down. Hopefully we have to face fewer of them in the next battle. Also, I'm trying to pull them away from the defensive works because, as I just showed you, defensive works are not protecting our people. So if they're not protecting our people, we might have some problems. All right, so let's see. Stuart and Daniel are dealing with Cook. He's in a really good position, though. I'm going to send the cavalry over here just to kind of see what's going on. Again, I'm bored. The problem I have with this game is I'm beginning to develop it with this game, is it is waffling between the enemy just being able to completely overwhelm you, and then the very next battle, they do this. I mean, this is nicer than being pressed on all sides, but it's still not ideal. It would be nice to kind of have a middle ground where an enemy gets better and then maybe it pulls back, because I know when they design these, they have to make sure that the game is the kind where that a player that can win. I mean, because if you always lose, you'll get tired of the game, and they don't want you to do that, which is nice of them. I'm going to send the supplies up here. Captured supplies. Yay. Now, our cavalry is going to run this way. He's pulled off some troops that were protecting some artillery back here, but really not that important. Again, Cook is here in a pretty good, strong position, but not in a defensive position, and he's getting better kills than if he was in a defensive position. Okay, that was it for this portion of the battle. Tomorrow we're going to be continuing the Battle of Gettysburg, so check back to see that. If you want a reminder, hit the subscribe button, and if you like this, please hit the like button. Anyway, about it, thank you so much for watching.